Kills. Today we are bringing you the brand new Spright Live Twin deck profile. Y'all have been breathing down our necks since the beginning of the format 5 days ago, so here we are.
Obviously, Live Twins being a level 2 has an insane synergy with the Spright engine. It allows it to set up more unique and more versatile boards, and it gives the deck more advantage and more of an edge with brand new techs that we can play.
Obviously, we are still in the experimental testing phases of the format. The format just began, so this deck is definitely subject to change, so make sure you keep an eye out for updates of this deck. And frankly, we are all at a starting point. We all got to start somewhere, so this is a nice foundation. And then fear not, if you do want to learn how to play this deck, as always, we will be doing a full test hand and combo tutorial at the end of the video where we'll be showing you the synergy between the Spright, the Live Twins, and all the fun new techs that make this deck cooler than ever. And last little bit, we will be announcing the winner for the Legendary Duelist Season 3 giveaway from a few weeks ago in this video, so make sure your listening ears are on. We will also be announcing the Power of the Elements box giveaway winner next week, so make sure you go enter that giveaway from last week. God, I'm sending you guys all over the place. But first, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, join the sub squad, hit the notification bell, like the video, let us know if you are playing a variation of Live Twin Spright, or what version of Spright you are playing, or if you're just playing Spright not at all, because frankly, I don't blame you. But with all that being said, let's boogie on into some Spright Live Twins, pop a can of soda, and get our little fizzies on. Fizzies on.
Pretty self-explanatory here, but we are on 3 copies of our Spright Blue, 3 copies of our Spright Jet, double copies of Spright Red, and our 1 copy of Spright Carrot.
Just a humble budget engine for our humble budget deck.
10-second synopsis here. Blue, when its special summon, searches any of the names. You're typically going for Jet. Jet searches your spell extender. Red is your monster negate. Carrot is your spell trap negate.
I don't really think we should have to go through every single Spright monster and explain the effects to you. They are a very important meta contending engine right now, and if you don't know what they do, you should probably look it up.
And then move on to our Live Twin section. We are on 3 copies of the best normal summon in the deck, which is triple copies of Lila. And the reason it's better than Red is because Lila can get you your 1 copy of Kiss a Kill Frost. This is basically just Upstart Goblin on your opponent's turn when they add a card from their deck to their hand. And then we are still playing triple copies of our Live Twin Kiss a Kill. Now we are playing a smaller Live Twin package because there are so many cards that we wanted to cram into this deck. Make sure we get all the value out of our cards. This is a perfect, concise engine, and it allows us to do exactly what the Live Twin cards always have done best while still being able to play Spright and other cards. And then the last portion of the Live Twin engine, we are playing the 1 copy of Nightmare Corruptor Ibli.
Yeah, she's a 2. That was a mistake.
Being able to special this card out of the deck with your Gigantic and then just link it off and give it to your opponent is kinda unfair.
Yeah, if you play against Despia, they just kinda like die. I think the real broken part about Ibli is that you can't special summon anything but link monsters, period. That includes like the main deck. You can't special summon anything from there either. Like, you have to link away. You have to link. So if you can't link, you're SOL, bud. Shit out of links.
And then still on our level 2s, we are playing triple copies of Ultra Rare Swap Frog and the 1 copy of our Ronin Totem.
It's a shame you're not playing the ulties.
I know, someone else may have those.
Sucks to be you, bro. Can't relate. I think the Frog engine is way too good to pass up in this deck. Obviously, I know it's not a Live Twin card or a Spright card, but a free Omni Negate isn't so bad as far as I'm concerned. I also think it's incorrect that Brian's not playing Dupe, but whatever, it's a brick, I guess. But, you know, I'm just biased, I guess. Yeah, justice for Dupe Frog. He should 100% be in here, but whatever, Brian can be wrong. I guess, you know, you don't want to summon him on the standby phase and have, you know...
When your opponent interacts with your Live Twin cards, this gives you that additional option to go into and still set a board up. However, we did want to provide you with some alternatives. If you are not a fan of the Frog package and you just want to play more pure Live Twin Spright, you can opt for 3 copies of your Live Twin Sunny Snitch with the 1 copy of the Treat. This allows you to have that additional extender. Also, you get 3 additional copies of a starter monster. Or if instead of consistency, you're looking for resilience, you can opt to play 3 copies of Crossout and another copy of like a Crossout target. I would recommend Nib. No one's really playing Nib in the main deck, but a lot of the rogue decks are choosing to play this to give them that edge game 1. So if you wanted to go with either one of these packages over the Swap Frog stuff, feel free to let us know in the comments. Once again, this is just if you'd like to replace the Swap Frog stuff. We are not playing all 12 of these cards. And then also pretty self-explanatory, we are on triple copies of our Spright Starter and the 1 copy of our Smashers. I wish this card came foil. Hopefully,
I don't. I think this card sucks.
Hopefully in an OTS pack we'll get it, but this is just our Mystic Mine out, our back row removal, searchable, so you only need to play 1 copy.
And as always, this certainly hasn't changed about Live Twins. It is able to shove 57 hand traps into a deck. Oh, look, surprise, shock, gasp. Oh, wow, it's Forehead, not feet, Ash Blossom. 3 copies of Ghost Spell. I told Brian not to play the Starlights, but he doesn't listen to anything I say. Oh, look, it's 3 Super DD Crows.
DD Crows.
All right.
Yep.
Cool.
We're not going to pay any attention to
3
that.
Ulti Imperm. I don't know what's going on here. What's next, bud? Oh,
Triple
3
Dark Ruler, 1 call by.
And at least it's a secret call by. Oh, it's Prismatic. That doesn't even count. Jeez, bro, this is rough. I don't know what he's trying to flex on, y'all. Tell Brian to get it together. I don't don't know what's going on here.
In the starting stages of playing this deck and testing this deck, I was on 3 Ogre instead of 3 Bell. However, I do think Bell is actually a better choice because not only does it help you in the tier limit matchup and in the mirror match, it also can be an offensive and defensive card because Crow is running around rampant and Bell can help combat not only Crow but also Gamma as well.
Also, this deck really struggles with its hand advantage. We were playing Droplet in the previous version of this before we, showed you guys, so it wasn't even a previous version. You actually didn't know it existed, but we were playing Droplet before and we hated it. So we switched to Dark Ruler because they effectively do the same thing, but you don't have to lose your entire hand.
And then moving off for the extra deck, obviously we're on the 1 copy of Toad.
My sweet special boy who's totally, definitely, probably not getting banned. Haha, Copium.
Obviously we are playing the frog stuff, so Toad is just kind of an incorporation in this deck that is mandatory in my opinion. Logan and I tested for like 3 days straight. She is playing a not live twin variant and she absolutely destroyed me every time.
It was a very casual 15-0.
Yeah, it was really bad. So I think just having an Omni Negate when you need it, this card's mandatory in this variant of the deck. In my opinion, no question.
I mean, I feel like every Spright variant should be playing Toad. I feel like it's an absolutely free Omni Negate, and if you're not playing it, I don't know what's wrong with you, because he was setting up boards, so I'm like, man, it's a shame you don't have an Omni Negate. That really sucks, bro. What, are you gonna have Spright Red and Carrot on board? No? That's a shame.
Yeah.
Not only that, but it's an Omni Negate that you can recycle off of Elf, and it also recurs when it goes to grave. So, like, I just don't understand why you wouldn't use this for utility. It's absolutely broken.
We're playing double copies of our Gigantic Spright, the 1 copy of our Zeus. Zeus is one of those cards that I just feel like you have to play. It's absolutely mandatory. However, with the live twin cards, you do not have the ability to play the Downer Magician or the Sky Calv or any of that stuff, so just be careful when you are going second with this. And then moving off to our Link monsters, we are on double copy of our Spright Elf. Keep in mind that this is a quick effect to special summon a level rank Link 2, but you can only summon Link or rank 2s if your opponent controls a monster. So remember that when you're trying to summon Toad when your opponent has nothing, because you can't do that.
Also, remember that the 2 cards that lock you in this deck are Starter and Gigantic. Elf is not a card that locks you, but Gigantic and Starter do lock you, so please pay attention to those cards.
Bear, what color is this?
Red.
All right, we're playing 3 copies of our red.
Sick punchline, bro.
I think this card is actually mandatory in this variant because you are going through 2 of these turn 1 and you do want to have that grind game. So playing the 3rd copy is actually really relevant. However, with blue, you only need to play 2 copies. And then we are only, unfortunately, able to play 1 copy of our Trouble Sunny. It was either double Trouble Sunny or 1 Trouble Sunny and 1 Zeus. And as I said before, I do feel like Zeus is just kind of mandatory.
Yeah, Zeus just comes up a lot more, it feels like, in this deck.
We are playing the 1 copy of Dark, our 1 copy of Unicorn, and then the OTK button access code.
This is the thing that you link away the Ibly with for anyone who's playing this card in your extra deck. If you're gifted an Ibly, she's a Dark, bro. And Dark's dark. I also think Dark is like crazy like grind game follow-up, because if they want to like negate the Dark, it's just free bait, because then you can just play on and do whatever else you want to do. And then if they don't, you're just climbing into access code. So Dark is actually really threatening this format, and I think it's like low-key kind of fire.
He's dark.
Kind of dark. Tall, dark, and handsome. But yeah, that's the extra deck, folks. To tell you, it's really fun. It's really cool. Let's all go to tutorial school. Combo. All right, welcome to the test hand and combos tutorial section. For anyone who's new here, we always do a random 5-card test hand to show you the realistic ceiling of what any 5 cards can do. And being that this is a very new deck, we're going to be going very slowly and showing you guys the actual step-by-step of what this deck does. We have a lot of new engines, a lot of new lines, so make sure you're paying attention. If this is helpful for you, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment and let us know, because we like to do these for y'all to show you guys what a deck can actually do instead of giving you like contrived 1-card, 2-card, 3-card combos. With all being said, I'm done talking. We are going to shuffle and cut on up and show you guys how Spright Twin plays.
All right, that being said, a few more of these bad boys. Boop.
All right, now that I just talked your ear off, let's cut it up and see what it can do.
All right, we're going to start off with 1 copy of Super Rare Crow, or Common Smashers, 1 copy of Swap, 1 Lila, and 1 copy of Blue. All right, so what we're going to do here, normal live twin stuff. We are going to normal summon our Lila and activate the effect. This is going to special summon out our copy of Frost. And now we do have blue access, so we're going to special our blue and activate blue's effect. This is going to search our copy of Jet. It's good to note here that I do think if you are kind of worried about Nibiru or any other monster negate, you can search red. I do think going into games 2 and 3, maybe that's the move. However, no one's really playing Nib in the main deck right now.
Yeah, if you're main decking Nib, that seems like a really bad call.
And we will show you exactly why that is. Keep in mind, going first, you want to keep red on the board. Going second, you want to keep blue on the board. So we're now going to overlay here into our copy of Gigantic Spright. We're going to activate the Spright. Keep in mind, Gigantic does not detach for cost. It detaches for effect. We will detach our copy of our actual Lila. I like saying blue, but it's not blue anymore because we actually have a blue card. This is going to summon our Ibly from our deck to our side of the field. And now that our copy of Gigantic has resolved, your opponent cannot nib you. Now we're going to link our Gigantic and our Ibly away.
And this crazy cool dude, Spright Elf.
And that's going to trigger our Ibly. We're going to just give our Ibly to our opponent.
Oh,
beautiful.
how nice of you. Oh, gift giving.
Now we can special summon our copy of our Jet, and we can activate Jet's effect. It's going to grab our copy of Starter.
Yeah, I'm just moving him down a little. He was a little high up there in the monster zone.
Now here we can activate our copy of Elf, and we can bring back our copy of Lila. This is gonna let us link into our Kiss-a-Kill link, and now we can activate our Kiss-a-Kill link to special summon back our copy of Lila. Keep in mind, I always try to summon underneath these arrows so that they cannot target your monsters. Now we'll link again.
Into Lila.
Lila's gonna activate now. We can special summon back our copy of Kiss-a-Kill. Kiss-a-Kill will trigger because we control a Lila. We will draw, oh, beautiful. Isn't that great? The evil twin monsters, when you activate their effects, lock you from the extra deck to Fiends, but Red is not from the extra deck, so we will special summon our copy of Red. Now we have an additional interruption, which is great because off of our starter, now we can just grab our copy of Carrot for our spell trap negate.
And while it can seem like Smashers is a brick, obviously if you open well enough, this is not a brick at all, and you just have further interruption, and because you have Starter and Smashers and DD Crow, if they happen to be main decking Dark Ruler no more, which is extremely possible this format, you can still play the game and break their board if needed.
Now we're going to link once again our Red and our Blue into our copy of Kiss-a-Kill. We are locked out of link 4s, unfortunately. However, this is totally fine. This is going to be our end board as we set 2 mystery cards.
And you have a DD Crow in hand, which is really good.
And Swap Frog for follow-up. Now, I know this may not look like a crazy good board. However, our opponent is locked out of special summoning, and I know everyone's probably like, oh, well, they can just normal summon a monster and link. Soon as they normal summon, that's when you go Kiss-a-Kill effect, bring back the Lila, activate Lila to pop their normal summon.
Good luck linking away with one monster.
If they do have any other follow-up, you do have some way to maybe clear the Ibly, all you have to do is then go Red effect, you can tribute your Kiss-a-Kill, and now you can activate your Lila to bring back the Kiss-a-Kill. You still have a card that you can draw.
Wow, that's pretty nice.
Starter can get you Carrot, which can be a spell trap negate. Your Smashers can just banish any of these to banish any card on your opponent's field as well. And we have Elf to bring back any cards in our graveyard to get additional resources. Plus, if they do add a card from their deck to their hand, you can just banish your Frost and draw an additional card.
Also, please keep in mind that Smashers does not target when it vanishes, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, if you're not like impressed by all this and what this deck is doing while also giving your opponent an Ibly, obviously, you know, going first game 1, giving the Ibly, you know, it's kind of a gamble, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, and I feel like if they can't out the Ibly, you just win for free, and that's kind of nice, team.
And you have Smashers, Ash, DD Crow. Obviously, you're going to have your copy of Carrot. You'll draw another card off of Frost, which is going to be an imperp.
That's just so whack. Like, what can you not enjoy about this? This just has such good card advantage. It's so much better. I just think this is so nice for live twins because they get to just keep doing the same thing, but more efficiently and more effectively. And then on the crackback, you just go to your turn and you just kill them. Like, you just like climb, kill them, do whatever you want. You can actually choose your own adventure. No pun intended, no rights in this deck, but you can just kill them. It's great. It's wonderful. I love this deck, and so should you. And that's it. That's the deck. It's definitely a lot different than any previous version of live twins that we've been playing, but I feel like that's what's so cool about this format. I feel like a lot of decks that have been kind of stale, stagnant, and the same for like, I don't know, a year or two now, I feel like they at least get a little oomph for a little bit of differentiation, which I think is a lot of fun. So while it's the same, it's different, it's cool, it's new.
Everything's getting banned.
And I can't wait for that day to come. Well, that being said, really quick, we gotta announce the winner for the giveaway for Legendary Duelist Season 3. Thank you guys so much for being patient with us. Remember, the Power of the Elements box giveaway winner will be announced in a video next week, so make sure you're keeping an eye out for that as well. But the winner for this giveaway is... Smith! Let me comment on the screen, babe. Make sure you message us on Discord, Twitter, somewhere on a social media, Instagram, and let us know your address so we can send your box out to you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And that's it. That's the deck. Obviously, it is definitely subject to change. This is the beginning of the format, so I feel like everyone's decks are going to look a little wonky right now, but that's the beauty of testing, isn't it, folks? So make sure you leave a comment below, like the video, subscribe, all that fun shenanigans. But we love you. You matter. And we will see you guys in the next video. And the video's over here. I didn't forget this time. Bye!
See ya!